Oh God, Willwood, forgive me. You guys know that I recently upgraded the front brakes on the C6 Corvette to these Willwood 6-piston calipers, and it's a hell of an upgrade for sure, no doubt about it. And I still want to customize them a little bit and paint them the color that I want them, but I got to do the rear, so we're completely matching. We can't live with these baby brakes in the rear. The rotors are too small and the calipers are ugly. We just got to get rid of them. Shopping Marketplace, I found a nice deal on some rear Z06 calipers. So they're not in the best shape. We're going to get them cleaned up, scrubbed up, and get some new components put in them, paint them the right color, get them installed in the C6, and then we'll have a nice full big brake upgrade. One thing is for sure, that brake fluid and brake cleaner will show you where your paint was starting to fail. The whole backside of this caliper was starting to sort of bubble up. So I'm trying to work all of that off of here, make sure we don't leave any of that crap behind. I don't need to completely strip the calipers, but if the paint is starting to fail like this, you definitely don't want to just paint over it because it's going to peel. For the most part, the calipers are in pretty good shape, and the paint is in pretty decent shape. I just want a different color, so there's really no point in stripping it all the way down to bare metal. So just scuffing it up with some sandpaper is going to do the trick, and making sure we get rid of these loose parts and smooth out the edges so it doesn't continue to sort of peel back. I would like to get rid of some of the orange peel as well, so making the surface nice and smooth. But I think what happened was that these were boxed up while he waited to sell them on Marketplace, and that brake fluid seeped out onto the tape, onto the packaging, and it just sat on these painted surfaces, and brake fluid is rough on paint. So the faces are in pretty good shape other than some of the scuffing and things. Got a good start on this one already, so we'll make the other one look just like this. Probably ready for white down and primer. Sweet, moving right along. Well, they primed up pretty nicely. They're nice and smooth, and I got some new slide pins, caliper pins to put in there, so those will be nice and silver. But I think we're ready to start painting. Doesn't look too bad, but I'm glad they gave me 3 of them because I do want to bring it down a little bit. This is just too much gap here. These calipers turned out so good. The blue is excellent. Originally I went with a different blue. I was trying like an anodized look. Check this out. I went with this. And it did look really good, but it has a great shine. It looked really good. It's a nice blue, nice deep, dark, rich blue. The problem is that it looked too flat, not the sheen, but it sort of just took all the contour away from the brake calipers. It just made the surface look just like a blue, dark blue block, and I wasn't into that. So I went back to the old trusty Bahama Blue Metallic. This is the same color that I had on my Infiniti Q50 calipers, black car, anthracite wheels. It was a great color combination, looked fantastic, so I thought it would look decent here too. The difference between this Bahama Blue Metallic and the anodized is that this has a little bit of a, I don't want to say flake, but it does have a little bit of a sparkle to it. And you can sort of see some of that shimmer right here, and that just kind of gives it a little bit of depth and character. It looks different at different angles, whereas that anodized just looked like a dark blocky blue from every angle that you looked at it, and that just wasn't good. The only thing now is that I'm gonna have to paint these nice Willwood calipers too to match, and they look so good black, but they're just hidden. They're just hidden, and if I go with a different color wheel, they're really gonna be hiding, because I'm not gonna have a chrome wheel. I'm not sure what color it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be chrome, and that black caliper is just gonna be hidden back there we need it to pop a little bit. So I'm going to go blue, but what do I do? Do I shave it all the way down? Because that Willwood is actually sort of textured in there. It's like below the surface, right? It's kind of like etched out, laser etched out almost. So I'm gonna have to I'm either gonna have to paint over it and try to hand paint it, the Willwood, because I'm not gonna find a decal that fits perfectly in there, or I'm going to have to just grind it completely smooth, paint it, and put a vinyl decal on it, which I'm not opposed to doing, but it's a lot more work. And before you ask, guys, no, I'm not gonna clear over these decals. I never do it. There's a couple of reasons I don't do it, but inevitably, anytime I ever do a brake change or an upgrade like this and I put decals on, somebody always says, oh, you gotta clear over this. No, you don't have to clear over the decals. There's a couple of reasons why. First of all, the decals are going to be just fine without a clear coat over them. They're durable, they withstand heat no problem, so that concern is out of the way. But more importantly, what if you want to change something in a couple of months' time? If you clear coat over these decals, you got to sand through that clear in order to get the decals off. In my case, if I want to change decals, if I want to change caliper color, I just peel them off, scuff up the surface, repaint the caliper, put new decals on. Simple as that. No headache, not difficult. So there's no need to do it. I clear coated several coats over top of the color, which I've gone without doing in the past, but it does add a little bit extra sheen and an added layer of protection. So these are going to stand up just fine. High temperature primer, a good quality paint, proper prep, cleared it with a bunch of coats of clear, and then we put the decals on top. We shouldn't, knock on wood, run into any issues with this. That's my advice. If you're going to put new decals or you're going to do a caliper job, put decals on, don't clear over them. Just gonna pop the spacers off, pop the caliper off. We got new rotors for this thing. And then we gotta take the brake line off. Apparently they're different than the Z06 ones. I guess where it connects to the back of the caliper does feel a little bit different, but nonetheless we'll have new brake lines anyway, so that's cool. I'm gonna do the brake lines last, so I'm just gonna pull these calipers off, set them back there, make sure my new calipers and rotors fit. Yeah, then we don't make a mess with all the brake fluid leaking out. They say they're not directional, even though they sort of look directional. Let's get the other one out. They're both exactly the same. Just a slight difference. Z51 rotors are not all that much smaller in overall diameter than the Z06. It definitely is one of the advantages you get with the Z51 package on the C6 Corvette. Along with the suspension differences, you get slightly larger rotors front and rear. But if you want to be cool, you got to change out the calipers and then go up to the Z06 rotors, which are just, again, slightly larger than the Z51, but they're quite a bit larger than the standard base model Corvette rotors. Well, I got a new hardware to replace all these old grubby things, but broke my freaking Torx bit off in the second one, so I'm gonna have to get a new Torx. I did get one changed out. The nice fresh silver does look good, so for now, that's what we're going with. Still gotta bleed them, obviously, but I wanted to get a little bit of a sneak peek. Ooh, gosh, they look good, buddy. Oof, sheesh. I think I got the 20mm spacers. These Z06 calipers stick out a long way, so we're maybe, what, like an 1/8 of an inch clear of the caliper. Normally I have no problem sanding down some calipers, prepping them, priming them, painting them, no big deal. But in this case, these Willwoods, the logo, the decal, is not a decal. It's not painted on, it's not stick on, it is actually textured, like embossed into the finish of the caliper. So I have to grind all the way through that to get it smooth. And these calipers are so nice. Obviously, they're fresh, they're brand new, they look fantastic. The finish is beautiful, but they can't be blue in the back and black up front. It just doesn't make sense. Oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Oh God. Willwood, forgive me. Oh my God, that hurts. It hurts so bad. There's some 600 with an old wood sander to smooth it all out. Yep, Definitely super happy with how they turned out. Looks so good. Can't wait to get the new wheels on. It's gonna make an absolute massive difference, even above and beyond how this looks. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think of these new calipers? Good, bad, indifferent? What do you think? I'm super happy with how these turned out, to say the least. God, they look so good. The blue just really pops with the black. Even with the chrome wheels. I don't love it with the chrome wheels, but even with the chrome wheels, that blue looks really good. Make sure you guys check out my taillight video. These Infinity taillights look so wild. This thing is just money right now. Holy crap. God, it looks so good. We made a bunch of progress already on the Corvette. There's more stuff coming, I gotta say, but right now, lowered spacers, side splitters, fresh calipers. This thing just, it looks insane. I think the Willwoods are absolutely sick. I think I made the right decision going with the Z06 rears. Could not stand the little ones. Honestly, the initial plan was to go with the Willwoods in the rear as well, but that's another $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, and I found these Z06 calipers for like 250 bucks. How do you pass that up? You really can't. So I think it's a great combination. The blue just absolutely pops. Stick around. More stuff coming for the C6, guys. More stuff coming in general. I appreciate the support up to this point. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.